Good morning and welcome to a regular meeting of a panel of utility commissioners and staff of the Public Utilities Regulatory Authority held today, Wednesday, August 27th, 2025 at 9 a.m. by remote teleconference. My name is Chairman Marissa Gillette and I'm joined virtually today by my colleague, the Vice Chairman, David Arconti. We have a regular calendar and a consent calendar in front of us today. We'll turn first to our regular calendar on which there are 4 items. The first is docket number 240511, petition for declaratory ruling on behalf of Communications Workers of America, Local 1298, regarding General Statute 1642. This morning, we have a resolution authorizing settlement. So we will turn to Pure General Counsel Scott Muska to present that resolution for the panel's consideration, please.
Good morning, Commissioners. Submitting before you is a resolution authorizing settlement. This resolution will grant the Office of the Attorney General, as well as any other designee of the chair, permission to ultimately settle a dispute between PURA and the Communication Workers of America Local 1298. This arises from a declaratory ruling that was filed back in October of last year, or issued in October of last year by the authority relating to 2 prior decisions of the authority. The Communication Workers of America Local 1298 had appealed that declaratory ruling, and since then the parties have been in settlement discussions attempting to resolve that appeal. The parties were successful in coming to agreeable terms, and that has been attached to this resolution as a confidential exhibit, since the actual agreement has not been finalized. But we are recommending that the authority authorize this settlement and permit the Office of the Attorney General to execute this and finalize it.
Thank you. Is there a motion?
Madam Chair, I move adoption.
Okay, second. The resolution has been regularly moved and seconded. Mr. Bumpin, please take the roll.
Commissioner Karen, Vice Chairman Arconti,
Yes.
Chairman Gillette.
Yes. Thank you. The resolution has been adopted. We'll turn to the next item on our regular meeting agenda, which is docket number 241207. The application of Crown Castle Fiber LLC for approval of a construction plan to install wireless facilities within certain public rights of way. We'll turn to Authority Staff Attorney Josh Coker to present the decision for the panel's consideration, please.
Good morning, Chair Gillette and Vice Chair Conti. On December 18, 2024, Crown Castle Fiber LLC submitted an application to the authority requesting approval of its construction plan to install a small cell wireless telecommunications facility on a utility pole within the public right-of-way. Specifically, the company requested approval to construct and attach the facility to a replacement pole, pole number 9172, and the right-of-way adjacent to 79 Sunshine Circle in Bridgeport, Connecticut. Construction of the proposed facility is opposed by Jose and Veronica Ortiz, the owners of 88 Raleigh Road, Bridgeport, Connecticut. An application to install a small cell facility in the public right-of-way must include the following: 1, the facility's specific location; 2, a detailed description of the facility; 3, the facility's purpose, intended use, and need; and 4, specifications, plans, and procedures to protect public safety during construction, operation, and maintenance of the facility. The application satisfied these threshold requirements. The authority has exclusive jurisdiction over the placement of small cell facilities on utility poles located in the public right-of-way pursuant to General Statute Section 16-234F. The authority may authorize the installation if the authority finds that public convenience and necessity so require. However, the authority's regulatory power is constrained by federal law, which preempts states from regulating the placement, construction, and modification of personal wireless service facilities on the basis of environmental effects of radio frequency emissions, to the extent that such facilities comply with the Federal Communication Commission's regulations concerning such emissions. 47 U.S. Code Section 332 C7B4. The Ortizes object to the placement of the small cell facility as it is, quote, a radioactive antenna causing a safety concern for neighboring property owners. However, the company submitted evidence that the radio frequency emissions for the proposed facility will be substantially below the limits as prescribed by the FCC. The authority finds that the company submitted a complete application in compliance with Connecticut Agencies Regulations, Section 16-245C-5B. Additionally, the company demonstrated that the radio frequency emissions from the facility will comply with the applicable FCC regulations, and that the selection of pole number 9172 was reasonable and prudent based on the evidence presented. Consequently, the authority finds that public convenience and necessity permits the authority to approve construction of the facility in accordance with General Statutes Section 16-234F, with certain conditions delineated in the decision. I respectfully recommend adoption of this decision. Thank you for your time and consideration.
Thank you. The decision is before us. Is there a motion?
Madam Chair, I move adoption.
And I second. Thank you. The decision has been regularly moved and seconded. If there are no questions, I'll ask Mr. Bumpin to please take the roll.
Commissioner Karen, Vice Chairman Arconti,
Yes.
Chairman Gillette, Chairman Gillette.
Yes. Sorry,
Thank you.
I got kicked out. I think I'm back in. Can you hear me?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. Sorry. I vote yes on the decision. Did the vice chairman vote yes as well? Yeah. Okay, then the decision has been adopted. Okay, the third item on the regular calendar is docket number 241212, the application of New Singular Wireless PCS LLC for approval of a construction plan to install wireless facilities within the public right-of-way. We'll turn to Authority Staff Attorney Elizabeth Tanaka to present the decision for the panel's consideration, please.
Good morning, Commissioners. In this decision, the authority approves a request from New Singular Wireless PCS LLC, doing business as AT&T, for the authority's approval of its construction plan. I see Commissioner Karen has joined us. Perhaps I should start over in the presentation on this docket number.
Yes, please.
Good morning, Commissioner Karen. In this decision, the authority approves a request from New Singular Wireless PCS LLC, doing business as AT&T, for the authority's approval of its construction plan to install a small cell wireless telecommunications facility on a utility pole within the public rights of way adjacent to 25 Forest Street in New Britain, Connecticut. AT&T identified a need for additional coverage and capacity near 25 Forest Street and proposed the installation of the facility to fill this coverage gap. Construction of the proposed facility was opposed by William Ostapchuk, the owner of 24 Forest Street, who raised concerns about the potential effects of radio frequency exposure and the aesthetic impact of the installation in a historic district. The authority considered the application and the objection carefully, conducting discovery and a hearing on the issues raised. AT&T demonstrated compliance with past PURA decisions, as well as state and federal laws. Therefore, the application to construct the facility at the proposed location should be approved, subject to the orders issued in this decision. Thank you for your consideration.
Thank you. Is there a motion?
I move adoption.
And I'll second. Commissioner Karen seconds. The decision has been regularly moved and seconded. If there are no comments, Mr. Bumpin, please take the roll.
Commissioner Karen,
Yes.
Vice Chairman Arconti,
Yes.
Chairman Gillette.
Yes, thank you. The decision has been adopted. The fourth item on today's regular meeting calendar is docket number 250821. Hartree Partners LP petition for declaratory ruling regarding a Class 1 renewable energy source qualification. We'll turn to the authority's Director of Adjudications, J. Don Francisco, to present the decision for the panel's consideration, please.
Thank you. Good morning, Chair Gillette, Vice Chairman Arconti, and Commissioner Karen.
This docket concerns a petition for a declaratory ruling filed by Hartree Partners pursuant to General Statute Section 4-176A. Hartree owns several biomass facilities that currently qualify as Class 1 renewable energy sources. However, with the passage of Section 36 of Public Act 25-173, which was signed into law on July 1st, 2025, the definition of a Class 1 renewable energy source has been amended. The amended definition, which has an effective date of October 1st, 2025, will not include the facilities owned by Hartree. In response, Hartree petitioned the authority for a declaratory ruling that its existing facilities will continue to qualify as Class 1 renewable energy sources despite not meeting the statutory language in the amended definition. Under General Statute Section 4-176A, any person may petition an agency for a declaratory ruling as to the validity of any regulation or the applicability to specified circumstances of a provision of the general statutes. Pursuant to subsection E of that statute, an agency, such as the authority, may decide not to issue a declaratory ruling while stating its reasons therefor. In this instance, the authority declines to issue such a ruling since Hartree's petition does not challenge the validity of a regulation, nor does it seek an interpretation or application of a provision of the general statutes to specified circumstances. Rather, the petition alleges that the amended definition results in various federal constitutional violations, and to remedy these alleged violations, Hartree seeks to have the authority issue a declaratory ruling that exempts its biomass facilities from the amended definition. Accordingly, authority staff recommends declining to issue a declaratory ruling in response to this petition and adoption of this decision to that effect. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there a motion?
I move adoption.
I second.
Thank you. The decision has been regularly moved and seconded. If there are no comments, I will ask Mr. Bumpin to please take the roll.
Commissioner Karen,
Yes.
Vice Chairman Arconti,
Yes.
Chairman Gillette,
Yes. Thank you. The decision has been adopted. We'll turn next to our consent calendar on which there are 3 items, and I will seek a motion, please.
I would move the consent calendar.
Second.
Thank you. The consent calendar has been regularly moved and seconded. Mr. Bumpin, please take the roll.
Commissioner Karen, Commissioner Karen,
Yes.
Vice Chairman Arconti,
Yes.
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 Chairman Gillette,
Yes. Thank you. The consent calendar has been adopted in full. That brings us to the end of today's regular meeting agenda. We will adjourn and reconvene next Wednesday, September 3rd at 9 a.m. for the next regular meeting. We are adjourned. Thank you. Have a good rest.